Just a minute. I'm not getting any sound. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you see the board?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll start the class. Now we have a question from you, that is the chat box. What is the question? Sir, I have a question which, okay, Swarnadeep Shaha is writing. Swarnadeep, can you ask me that question, unmuting yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, today in our lab exam, a question was there that which type of motor is used in ceiling fans? The options was split phase motor, capacitor start and capacitor run motor, capacitor run motor, and then another example. But
Capacitor start motor
which
was also there.
No. What is the difference? I don't know. Actually, capacitor start is there and capacitor start, capacitor run is there.
yes, no, sir. Question was capacitor. One option was capacitor start and capacitor run, and another was only capacitor run.
No, not
This type.
capacitor run. It was capacitor start motor.
No, I want to know the exact options.
Sir, the exact options were the phase slip. Sorry,
Okay,
sir.
split.
Split phase motor.
Okay, split
Ah,
phase. One
and
option is
then
split phase.
capacitor start, capacitor run,
Okay, capacitor start,
capacitor
capacitor
start,
run.
capacitor run,
Hmm.
and only capacitor start.
Three options were there.
No, another was there. I forgotten.
No, sir. Another. I
So
forgot.
I've also forgotten that.
One of the
universal motor.
Universal motor, right?
Yes,
sorry.
universal motor.
So these were the option, isn't it?
Yes,
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. So the correct option will be this. Because we
Okay,
need
sir.
the capacitor, and capacitors remains there in the circuit for the running condition as well. Okay, and for capacitor start motor, what is done during the during running, the capacitors is disconnected from the circuit by a centrifugal switch. When the rotors achieves a certain speed, setting is such that due to the centrifugal switch, the capacitor will be out of the circuit. So that is called the capacitor start only. Okay, so only the capacitors are used for starting the motor. But for our ceiling fan, it is a capacitor start or capacitor run. So both the cases we need the capacitor. Okay, now this split phase, all these motors we can save split phase. Anyway, so this will be the correct option. Universal motor is used in some of the ceiling fans, not all. As we mentioned in case of railways, we have some ceiling fans which we use a universal motor, or you can say DC series motor. Okay, clear? But all these will be discussed
Yes, sir.
in machine 3 because it's basically a single phase induction motor. That is not there in this syllabus. Okay. Any
স্যার
questions?
এক নম্বরটা কেন হবে স্যার এক নম্বরটা কেন হবে না সিঙ্গেল ফেজটা
Single phase. no?
স্প্লিট ফেজ সরি
Actually, split phase is a general name. We can also phase the split by a different mechanism without using the capacitor.
স্যার ক্যাপাসিটরের বদলে তো ওটা করা যেতে পারে
হ্যাঁ? বলো।
ক্যাপাসিটরের বদলে স্প্লিট ফেজ কি ইউজ করা যেতে পারে?
No, capacitor is one option of splitting phase. There are other options like by a shading band also you can split the phase. Okay, so there are other options. Okay, now suppose we need two coils. Okay, two coils we need. Now suppose one current is flowing here. Now what you have to do, the current will be divided into two using the current dividing rule. Okay, clear? That you all understand, I think. Now if we write this, so I1 plus I2 equals to I, sorry, equals to I. Clear? Now if we have inductive circuit in I1 and completely resistive circuit in I2, so what will be the split? Splitটা কিরকম হবে? So this will be the I1 and this will be I2. We'll get 90 degree lagging. Okay. Are you getting? So this will be I. So this is one option. That means what you are doing, you are making this coil number 1 fully inductive and number 2 resistive. By that you can split the phase. Okay, so another option, number 1 you make capacitive, number 2 you may resistive, then it will be 90 degree leading. In that way also you can split the phase. Are you getting? কি বলছি? So split phase
হ্যাঁ
different options are available. If you want to split the phase, there are other options. But capacitor one is a typical motor by which we get
So your voice is
almost.
breaking.
Huh?
So your
Sorry?
voice is breaking.
Voice is breaking.
মাঝে মাঝে কমে যাচ্ছে, মাঝে মাঝে কমে যাচ্ছে।
Okay. যেটা বলছিলাম, this is one option, is a particular option. By using capacitor, you can split the phase where we'll get a 90 degree leading current in the auxiliary winding. So there are two windings. One may be main winding, another is an auxiliary winding. So here in the auxiliary winding, we create a capacitive effect to get the leading current. Okay, one more advantage of this using this capacitor is we can improve the power factor. Okay, so this is a different discussion. Do you need any other clarification?
No, sir.
আর কেউ কিছু জিজ্ঞেস করতে চাও? ওকে, তো আমরা কি ডিসকাস করছিলাম? We are discussing the field flux control of DC motor, isn't it? In the last class, we were discussing the field flux control of DC shunt motor. We have already discussed.
স্যার আপনার ভয়েসটা বড্ড কমে যাচ্ছে
বড্ড কমে যাচ্ছে।
এইবার ঠিক আছে, কিন্তু মাঝখানে বড্ড কমে যাচ্ছে যখন আপনি ফিল্ড ফ্লাক্স কন্ট্রোলের কথা বলছেন।
কমে যাচ্ছে না ব্রেক করে যাচ্ছে বলো তো?
একদম কমে যাচ্ছে।
কি কথা?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, শোনা যাচ্ছে।
শোনা যাচ্ছে না? এখনো শোনা যাচ্ছে না?
না স্যার, এখন
এখন
বেড়েছে,
ঠিক আছে।
কিন্তু মাঝে মাঝে ভয়েসটা কমে যাচ্ছে খুবই।
ও, ঠিক আছে, দেখা যাক, আমরা এগোই। তাহলে আমরা কি ডিসকাস করছিলাম? উই আর ডিসকাসিং দ্য ফিল্ড ফ্লাক্স কন্ট্রোল। Field flux control. And we already discussed this field flux control for DC shunt motor. So for DC series motor, we'll discuss today. So DC series motor, let me draw. Suppose this is a DC series motor, and these are the field terminals. Okay. Field terminals, armature terminals is the series DC series motor. Now you want to control the field flux. How can we implement the controlling of field flux? Any idea?
Sir, if we connect a resistance in parallel with the field winding.
In parallel. So that means this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That should be variable, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Variable resistance. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this type of resistance has a different name. In instruments, it is called the shunt, and in motor coil, it is called the diverter, because it diverts the current. The current which should flow in this path through the field, it diverts the current. So it is called the diverter. But similar technology also used for instruments, measuring instruments. There we call it shunt, because it also provides a shortcut path or shunt path. Okay, so this is one way by which we can control the field flux. You see here, the current which will flow through the field coil, you can control by this resistance, by this diverter resistance. Clear? So this is one option. What are the other option? So we can say diverter control. So this is one option. Another option. What else we can
Change number of turns.
change number of turns? So if we change the number of turns, what we'll get? Number of turns change করে কি হবে বলো?
স্যার ইএমএফ স্যার কমবে।
কমবে MMF?
হ্যাঁ।
How do you implement that? How do you implement that? ये तो बोला MMF কমবে। So field flux is proportional to
স্পিডটা বাড়বে এমএফটা কমলে।
what speed কোথা থেকে আসছে? Speed কোথা থেকে আসছে আবার? You are controlling the number of turns. You are varying the number of
Yes,
turns
sir.
to control the field flux. To control the field flux, you are
Sir.
varying the number of turns. So I am asking that how would you
Yes, sir.
implement that? How would you implement that? How can you change the number of turns in a coil? How can you change the number of turns in a coil? Okay, suppose you have a coil like this.
স্যার F1 and F2 ওটা কি?
Suppose you have a coil like this. Now you have to control the, sorry, you have to control the number of turns. So how can you do that? What you have to do, you have to create the taps in this coil. Okay, and your outgoing connection will be from the tap. So the current will enter from here and it will out from this terminal. Clear? So if this tap is under use, so suppose this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. There are 4 taps. When you are using tap number 2, that means some part of the circuit is getting cut from this field circuit. Some of the turns are not in use if you tap at position 2. Okay, if you tap at position 4, then larger number of turns will be out of the field circuit. So that means there your MMF will be quite less and you will get field flux less. So this is how field flux can be varied by varying the number of turns. Okay, so that means what we are doing, we are controlling it by taps, by using taps. So therefore, what you should do, you should connect this either the outgoing or the incoming terminal. You should so this will be this and you should connect like this. Okay, so by that you can change the number of turns. So this has the name of tapped field control. Tapped field control. Okay, now other options are there by which we can control that is a series parallel. Series parallel control. Okay, suppose we have two coil, two field coil, two part of a field coil. Okay, so
স্যার
বলো।
স্যার আই হ্যাভ এ ডাউট স্যার স্যার এই যে ফিল্ড কয়েলে এইভাবে যে ট্যাপিং করছেন কিন্তু মানে ফিল্ড কয়েলটা তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি পোলের উপরে উন্ড থাকে তা সেক্ষেত্রে এইভাবে ট্যাপিং গুলো কিভাবে করা সম্ভব মানে মেশিন ডিজাইন করার সময় তো এটা তো পসিবল না যে একটা ফিল্ড ওয়াইন্ডিং এর থেকে এইভাবে তার বের করে আনা কি পসিবল
হ্যাঁ পসিবল তো
আচ্ছা
তুমি যখন ফিল্ড কয়েল থেকে
ও
এনিওয়ার ডিজাইনিং দ্য ফিল্ড কয়েল ওকে so suppose you have started coiling the field coil before last few turns, you start tapping. So suppose,
একটু প্রথমে বলবেন।
স্যার আপনার সাউন্ডটা ঠিকঠাক
কথা
আসছে না।
সাউন্ড খুবই
Okay.
কম আসছে স্যার।
suppose you need 100 number of turns. Okay. Clear? You suppose you need 100 number of turns. Suppose you have already made
Yes, sir.
94 number of turns. This is complete. Now, when you will make 95th turn, what you will do? You will rupture the insulation of the coil, copper coil. Are you getting? All the copper coil has
Yes,
its
sir.
own insulation. When you will go for the 95th turn,
Hmm.
you rupture a particular portion of that turn and you connect another wire there. So suppose that is, this turn is like this. This is your 95th turn. So this has some insulation. You rupture it here and take and connect somewhere and bring it out. Okay. In this way, 96th turn. This is the 96th turn. You rupture here, bring it outside. Like 97th turn, rupture here, bring outside. This is, in this way you can create 6 turns having tap. Okay, এরভাবে করতে পারো। আবার যদি তোমার মনে
Okay, sir.
you have to make the tap with 2 turns, then you can proceed like this, 94, 96, 98, like this.
Okay,
Clear?
sir. Okay.
বোঝা
Yes,
গেল
sir.
কি করে ট্যাপ বার করতে হয়? ওকে, এবার
হ্যাঁ,
যখন
হ্যাঁ।
আউটসাইডে
Sir-
নিয়ে আসবে তখন এবার তুমি কোথা থেকে কানেকশনটা করবে তার উপর ডিপেন্ড করছে। তুমি F2 যদি ইউজ করো, if you use F2, then you are using the whole coil. But if you use this 96, if you are using this, that means you are not using 4 turns, only 96 number of turns you are using. Okay, that means effective number of turns in your field coil is reduced. If the effective number of turns is reduced, effective MMF, field MMF will be reduced, so flux will be reduced and speed will increase. As the speed is inversely proportional to the flux. Clear?
Okay, sir.
So
Yes,
here
sir.
I will
Clear.
discuss. Any other doubt? See, here I will
No,
discuss.
sir. It's clear.
If we have 4 terminals or splitted field coil like this. Okay, a field coil is there, but it has a break. So that means 2 different field coils. Now, if we connect in series, so we'll get certain number of turns. And if we connect these 2 in parallel, okay, so by that also you can change the MMF. So what is the question? If you have any question, you can ask me. Unmuting yourself directly. Just a minute. I have to take some medicine. Just a minute. Okay. Can you tell me how by this combination, one is series, another is parallel, how the field flux will change? This is called the series parallel field control. So how by this?
সিরিজে
হ্যাঁ বলো।
পোলারিটি চেঞ্জ করলে
পোলারিটি চেঞ্জ করছি না আমি। পোলারিটি চেঞ্জ করলে তো ক্যান্সেল 0 হয়ে যাবে। Polarity should be same. Okay, we should draw the polarity also. খুব ভালো জিনিস মনে করিয়েছ। So we should maintain the polarity when we are going for the series or parallel. Remember, in case of series connection, opposite polarity should be connected, and in case of parallel, same polarity should be shorted. In case of series, dot and non-dot, this polarity will be shorted. In case of parallel, dot dot non-dot non-dot will be shorted. If you change the polarity, then the flux will cancel out and it will be 0 for series field, and in case of shunt field also the flux will be 0. So that is not recommended. So this polarity you have to maintain when you are going for the series or parallel. Now the question is how the MMF is being changed when we are using this series parallel field control. Okay, now if we consider the first one, that is the series one, MMF for the series, what will be the MMF? What is the current? Current is same because it's a series. Okay, and if the number of turns are same, so what it will be? It will be n, n plus n.
2NF.
So it will be 2 NF IF. And for the parallel, the current will be divided into half IF by 2 IF by 2 if this is IF. Okay, so that means it will be IF by 2 NF plus IF by 2 NF. So it will be NF IF. Is it clear? So that means in case of parallel connection of field coils, you will get less amount of MMF. So therefore, less flux. Okay, and in case of series, you will get more flux. So this is how, by using the series parallel fields combination, we can control the speed of a DC series motor. Do you have any question? If you don't, then we'll go for the next method of speed control, and that is, what is that? It is the terminal voltage method, the terminal voltage control of a DC motor. Any doubt? Terminal voltage control. Okay, a very common method of terminal voltage control is a well-known technique That is called the Ward-Leonard system. Ward-Leonard system or Ward-Leonard control. Okay. কি বুঝতে শুনতে পাচ্ছ তো? না শুনতে পারলে বলো। আমি কিন্তু বুঝতে পারছি।
হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ স্যার,
স্যার, শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
মাঝে মাঝে একটু ভয়েস
হ্যাঁ
স্যার,
সেটা তো হবে।
মাঝে মাঝে কেটে যাচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ সেটা তো হবে, কেননা নেটওয়ার্কের উপর ডিপেন্ড করে যে কতটা শুনতে পাবে কতটা পাবে না। কিছু করার নেই। আর দিনে আমার তো অনেকগুলো করে ক্লাস থাকে, মানে ও একটু অসুবিধা হবে, কিছু করার নেই। ওকে, তো এটা আমি ড্র করি। ইউ জাস্ট সি হাউ this Ward-Leonard control is implemented. Suppose so this is the DC motor under control. This is A1, A2. Okay, and the terminal voltage you want to control. So this terminal voltage will be given by a DC generator. So it will be a generator. This is also called the motor generator sync. And generator has the field, motor has also the field. But this generator is mechanically coupled with another motor, and that is an induction motor. So this generator is coupled with an induction motor, where we have to apply three-phase AC supply. Okay, and the field of both the generator and armature, the field of both armature and this both this motor and generator will have separate control. So this is the DC bus. Okay, so DC power supply and three-phase AC power supply. So two types of power supply we need. Clear? So this is the arrangement. So this is the three-phase induction motor. This is the generator. So that means here we are transferring the mechanical energy to the generator, and the motor is electrically connected with the generator, DC generator. So this type of scheme is called the Ward-Leonard system. This particular scheme is well known as Ward-Leonard system. Okay, so what is the principle of operation of this particular system? Here, this is the motor under control. So this motor is under control. Sometimes you just forget that there are several machines, there are three machines altogether. Which motor is actually we are controlling? Okay, so for that, I should tell you that the motor is actually under the control, and the supply of the motor is given by the generator. Now, if we change the generator voltage, generator output voltage, then the terminal of the motor, terminal voltage of the motor will change. So that means this is the VT, which we are actually controlling. But this particular scheme has different features. We can also control the field of the motor in this scheme. Okay, and the VT which you are controlling by this generator, that is also by some sort of field control which we are using for the generator. Okay, now you know that generator voltage, which also depends on the flux. Isn't it? So if we vary the flux, this voltage will vary. So this voltage is acting basically as a VT for the motor. So that means generator is under the field flux control of its own. But that field flux control is basically acting as a terminal voltage control of the motor. And motor has its own field control. Okay, so there are lots of options of controlling the speed for the motor. Is this clear? But what you need two additional machine. One DC generator, another is the three-phase induction motor. So this is basically three-phase induction motor, and this is DC generator, and this is the DC motor. Okay, so two additional machines you require to implement. Okay, so this particular system is advantageous when if you have multiple DC motor to be controlled. Okay, if you have multiple DC motor to be controlled, then this type of scheme is advantageous. Otherwise, if you need one generator and one induction motor to control only one DC motor, then nobody will ready to use this. Isn't it? Is that clear? না আমাকে যদি বলে একটা ডিসি মোটরকে কন্ট্রোল করার জন্য তোমার একটা ডিসি জেনারেটর লাগবে, থ্রি ফেজ ইন্ডাকশন মোটর লাগবে, তাহলে আমি কখনো এই স্কিমটাকে চুজ করব না। If I am asked to control multiple DC motor, suppose 10 to 15 DC motors in a plant, if you want to control that, all are connected in parallel electrically. So then I can choose this particular scheme. Other advantage is there in this scheme. That is, here you can use two methods of field control, two methods of speed control. One is terminal voltage control, another is field flux control. So both the methods you can employ here for speed control. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the terminal voltage control has an advantage that it's very smooth control. Very smooth control and very smooth voltage speed regulation. Okay, speed regulation is very good here. Okay, so that is the advantage of this particular method of speed control. Okay. Now, if we want to change,
Sir,
bolo,
sir, here in the মানে field control by varying the terminal voltage, we have used the ward Leonard system, but can we use a permanent a fixed DC supply then by the potential divider circuit for this in this control method? That will be, that will also can vary the terminal voltage. We can also vary the terminal voltage by that method.
but that will be there will be huge loss due to that potential divider. That you can do, but that is associated with huge loss. Okay, but what you can do,
Okay, sir.
you have to use a rheostat for that, and that rheostat will be connected in potential divider mode. As you know that rheostat can be used for two different modes. One is called the variable resistance mode, another is the potential divider mode. If we use the variable resistance mode, again it will be an armature control. It will not be a terminal voltage control. Are you getting? For terminal voltage control, if you want to use a potential
Okay,
divider
sir.
mode, so then you have to use the rheostat in potential divider. Suppose this will be your input voltage, and here you have to connect the DC. In this way, you can implement that, but that is associated with huge loss. Are you saying this? Isn't it? এটাই বলছিলে তো?
Yes, yes, sir.
But this is not
Yes, sir.
practical.
এটাই বলছি।
This scheme is not used in practical because this is associated with huge loss. And nowadays, that I will discuss actually. Nowadays, the terminal voltage control becomes quite easy. Okay, by the invention of this solid state converters, the terminal voltage control becomes quite easy. Okay, nowadays nobody use this what Leonard's control because here multiple rotating machines are involved, and this rotating machine has their own fixed losses, like the mechanical losses and the no load losses. Okay, so therefore, again I am telling that this will be advantageous for several motors connected in a same line, not for one. But the thing is, this type of control technique give you some simplicity. Number one, simplicity of concept, a simple speed control technique. Number two, that which I tell here, you are getting two options of speed control. Number three, the speed regulation is very good. Okay, clear. So these are the advantages which we can get from this type of control. Okay, and so one thing I should tell you that there are when you go for the speed drives. So this is DC drives that you will learn in final year classes. DC drives. Okay. So in DC drives, we generally or for all kind of drives, we generally use two terms. One is called the constant torque drive, and another is called the constant power drive. Constant torque drive, and number two, constant power drive. Constant torque drive and constant power drive. Now here, when we control the armature voltage or the terminal voltage, what we control actually? What about the torque and what about power?
স্যার কেটে কেটে যাচ্ছে একটু।
কেটে কেটে যাচ্ছে, এবার ঠিক আছে?
মানে কমে গেছিল খুব। হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Okay. So constant torque drive and constant power drive. Suppose if we control the armature voltage, what we are actually control? Okay. What about the torque and what about the power? What is the expression of torque? Ka
Ka phi into Ia.
phi into Ia. And what is power? Torque into
Omega into Te.
omega r.
Omega.
Okay. So armature voltage, in case of armature voltage control, what about the torque and what about the power? Which remain constant?
So torque.
Why the torque remains constant?
Because in armature voltage control method, the motor flux is constant here. And basically the armature current is kept at
Armature,
the rated value. So I think that's why the torque is constant.
armature current doesn't vary, isn't it? For at least armature
Yes, sir.
control, armature current doesn't vary, but for field control, the armature current varies slightly. That I proved in the last class. But the armature current doesn't vary in case of armature voltage control. So that we have also seen in last few classes. So that means flux is constant, armature is constant, armature current is constant, so therefore torque is constant. So that is okay. But what about the power? If torque is constant, but you are controlling the speed, so that means how the power can be constant? Okay, so that means power is varying. Isn't it? So power varies, but the torque is constant. So that means the armature voltage control can be used for constant torque drive. So this is applicable for the option 1. That is the constant torque drive. Now come to the field flux control. Field flux control. In the field flux control, again we have the expression of torque and the power, electromechanical power is Te into omega r. In field flux control, here the flux varies and the current, what about the current? Current also varies. If the flux is reduced, what about the current?
increases.
Current increases.
I increase.
হ্যাঁ বলো।
IA টা increase করবে।
Okay,
Increase
so
করে।
suppose we want more speed, then suppose we want more speed, so what we have to do? We have to reduce the flux.
Use the flux.
What about the current, armature current?
It will increase.
স্পিড যদি ইনক্রিজ করতে হয় তাহলে ফ্লাক্স কে কমাতে হবে, that we have seen in the last class, isn't it? Now what about the armature current? If the flux is reduced, armature current remain
It
constant.
increase.
কি হয়েছিল আগের দিন দেখো,
No, sir, it will increase.
Increase করবে।
where did you discuss? Here. So this is the thing, na? If the flux is reduced, current is increased. Okay.
স্যার এখানে একটা কোয়েশ্চেন আছে
বলো।
স্যার মানে আর্মেচার কারেন্টকে তো টর্ক বাই কে এফ হাই লেখা যায়, তো ফাই যখন কমছে তখন আই এটা বাড়ছে, আমরা অ্যাজিউম করছি যে টর্কটা কনস্ট্যান্ট, বাট যদি টর্কটা কনস্ট্যান্ট না থাকে তখন তো আই এটা এরকমও হতে পারে যে আই এটা কনস্ট্যান্ট হয়ে গেল, বা আই এটা অন্য কোনো মানে বাড়বেই যে এমনটা বলা যাবে না যদি টর্কটা কনস্ট্যান্ট আছে কিনা সেটা না জানি।
Just a minute. হ্যাঁ স্যার। ঠিক আছে আপনি পাঠিয়ে দিন। হ্যাঁ 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 ঠিক আছে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে। হ্যাঁ 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 ঠিক আছে। ওকে বলো কি বলছো? হ্যাঁ কি বলছিলে স্বর্ণদীপ?
স্যার বলছি, হ্যাঁ স্যার বলছিলাম যে মানে আর্মেচার কারেন্ট ইকুয়ালস টু টর্ক বাই কে এফ আই, তো এখানে ফাইটাকে রিডিউস করা হচ্ছে, তখন বলা হচ্ছে যে আর্মেচার কারেন্টটা বাড়বে যদি টর্কটা কনস্ট্যান্ট থাকে, কিন্তু যদি টর্কটা কনস্ট্যান্ট না থাকে তখন তো আর্মেচার কারেন্ট বাড়বে কিনা এটা বলা যাবে না, কনস্ট্যান্টও থাকতে পারে বা মানে
না,
কমতেও পারে এরকম, মানে
সাপোজ
সেটা
okay,
টর্ক।
so that the point I want to discuss here. So suppose I want the armature current constant, because generally what we need in most of the drive, so that you should remember. So maybe it's a constant current drive or constant power drive. So we generally want the armature current should remain constant because armature current associated with a loss, huge loss, because armature current generally very quite high value. Okay, so it is associated with huge loss, which is the copper loss of the machine. So generally what we want from any drive, so this is a general discussion which we made in the last class, but for implementation perspective, we want the armature current to be constant. So if the armature current is remain constant in the drive, yes, sir. সব ব্যবস্থা ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে। Okay, so now if the flux is reduced to increase the speed, then torque must be reduced. Is that point clear? Swarnadeep, these are the two aspects.
Yes sir.
One is implementation point of view, another is general discussion. The general discussion we made in the last class, there we saw that if we want a constant torque, okay, so if we want constant torque, then if we reduce the flux to increase the speed, current has to be increased. There is no way, because torque has to be constant. But in a drive which is a separate circuit or separate device altogether, if we see from the implementation point of view of a drive, then we want constant armature current for all these drives, because armature current is associated with power loss. Okay, and thereby the efficiency of the machine. Clear? So therefore, if we don't want to change the armature current by varying the field flux, if we want to increase the speed, okay, what about the torque? Torque has to be reduced. Clear? Torque has to be reduced. Okay, but what about the power in case of field flux control? Here, the torque is reduced and omega r is increased, and this product remains constant because power also can be expressed by Vt into Ia. Vt doesn't change,
স্যার
Ia
একটা
doesn't
কোয়েশ্চেন
change,
আছে
so power is constant. So therefore, it is called the
স্যার
constant
EBIA
power
হবে না?
drive. হ্যাঁ, তাও হতে পারে, একই ব্যাপার। এটা আমি একদম
হ্যাঁ
ইনপুট
স্যার,
পাওয়ারটা
দুটো
বললাম।
constant।
ফাইটাকে
That also you can
আচ্ছা।
say,
স্যার
আমি একদম ইনিশিয়াল পাওয়ারটা বললাম। এনিওয়ে, মানে এটা হলো ওটা একই ব্যাপার।
ঠিক আছে স্যার।
স্যার এই ফাইটাকে ভ্যারি করালে আর্মেচার কারেন্ট কি করে ভ্যারি করবেন ওই ব্যাপারটা?
No, no, armature current I keep constant.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
I-
আপনি আলাদাভাবেই কানেক্ট আর্মেচারটাকে
হ্যাঁ,
করেছেন।
হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ। My drive will be such that, okay, so for that we need a separate circuitry, but I want the armature current
হ্যাঁ
to be constant. So that is a
ওকে ওকে স্যার
discussion of drives that I am not going in details, because that is there in the syllabus of electrical drives in final year or maybe third year, second semester. So how it is implemented. I am not going to the implementation uh, issues. Okay. Yes. So what I want to say here, that armature voltage control is opted in case of constant torque drive, and field flux control is opted for constant power drive. And why? This is the reason for that. Is it clear? So this is all about the speed control of DC motors. And another way, so this is what Leonard control is one way of terminal voltage control. So another way of terminal voltage control is by using control rectifier. Or by using, you can say, solid state converters. By using solid state converters. Okay. So what is that? I'm just give you some overview of this. Suppose if you have some alternating power supply, and if you need a DC out of it, how you can do this? How can you can convert this from AC to DC? Do you have any idea? Have you studied this? No. I think
রেকটিফায়ার।
rectifier.
by using rectifier with filters.
Okay. Simple rectifier, let us say. So the thing which I am drawing here is basically a bridge rectifier. This is a bridge rectifier. Okay, and sorry. Okay. So here you will get a fixed DC. Here you have the terminal voltage. If your AC voltage is fixed, your DC voltage will be fixed. But here you cannot control the terminal voltage, isn't it? You don't have any control on the output voltage of this rectifier. Because if we have fixed alternating supply, it will give a fixed DC supply. Okay, suppose the alternating voltage is suppose 230 volt 50 hertz AC. What will get in the DC side? What will be the DC?
2 VM by pi.
Okay, so that means 2 into 311
Root 2 into.
pi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this will be the
Pi.
DC voltage, or here it will be the terminal voltage. So it will be fixed because all this term is fixed. Pi also you cannot change, isn't it? Can you change value of pi? So that means here the voltage, terminal voltage is constant. So then how will you control this? So you have to use a different device which is not simple diode. So that is called the control devices. So there are several control devices. One of this is silicon control rectifier. Silicon control rectifier. So this is the symbol which I have drawn here. This is basically the symbol of silicon control rectifier, or another name is thyristor. So this is basically a 4-layer device, PNPN. Like the diode has 2 layers, PN. This is a 4-layer device, PNPN. Okay, so this is the control rectifier which I have drawn here. So by this type of control rectifier, we can get a variable DC voltage. Okay, we can get a variable DC voltage. Now we'll have some voltage into some, suppose cos alpha. And this alpha you can vary. By varying this alpha, we can vary the VT. So that is the difference with a diode bridge rectifier and an SCR bridge rectifier. Clear? By using SCR as a device for the rectifier, we can control the output voltage or the terminal voltage of the DC motor. The field I have not drawn here, so that field you can draw, because without field, machine won't work. So this is one way. Another way is if we have DC supply. So if we have DC supply also, you can use a different control. So that is called the, here the technique we are using is called the control rectifier. Controlled rectifier. When I will choose this, we'll choose the control rectifier if you have AC as input and DC as output. But suppose you have no choice, you have only DC as input. So that means you need another DC which will be variable. So you need some conversion DC to DC where the input is fixed DC, output is variable DC. Okay, so for this type of conversion, we need a DC to DC converter. DC to DC converter, which is called the chopper. Clear? So if we have no option but a fixed DC supply, so you have to use DC to DC chopper. For an example, suppose for EMU trains, the EMU trains means the local trains. Okay, so you know what is the supply voltage generally used? Any idea?
10,000 volts order.
10,000, 10 kV. AC or
Order
DC?
of 10,000 volts.
AC or
10 kV.
AC or DC? That you should know.
DC, I think.
10,000 volt DC. Okay. Anybody else? I'm asking that
স্যার 33
the
স্যার
EMU
33,000 মোস্ট প্রবলি
হ্যাঁ বলো
স্যার 25K
25 kV না কি বলছো কে না কি বলছো বুঝলাম না
ইয়েস স্যার 25,000
25 কি kV কি এসি আর ডিসি কি গুগল কি বলছে
স্যার ডিস
গুগল বলছে 25 kV ডিসি
স্যার আই গেস স্যার ডিসি আই গেস না তার কারণ অত হাই ভোল্টেজ ডিসি কি ট্রান্সমিট করা সম্ভব এসি হবে হয়তো
আরো বেশি হাই ভোল্টেজ ডিসি ট্রান্সমিশন সম্ভব যত হাই ভোল্টেজে যত ডিসি তে যাবে তত অ্যাডভান্টেজেস HVDC transmission now that becomes the trend HVDC transmission but you just tell me in case of railways or this type of trains EMU electric multiple unit remember this term electric multiple unit there are multiple units in a train so therefore it is called the electric multiple unit so EMU trains are the local suburban trains so what is the voltage we use 25 kV AC AC means a 50 hertz that is our standard 25 kV AC not DC okay when you are using DC you have to maintain a certain precautions because DC is quite dangerous for the same voltage level okay so remember this now another application is very common that is the metro do you know what is the voltage level which is used do you know how the power is provided for this metro railways how the power is getting transmitted
Sir, one third line is there.
yes what is the color of that line how would you identify that
Is it red?
yes it's red and what is the voltage level DC AC and what is the voltage level
Sir, it is DC that I am sure, but voltage level I'm not sure.
it is 750 volt DC okay and remember for both these trains EMU and metro railways we use a DC series motors only till today we are using only DC series motors again I will discuss the relative advantage disadvantage and an application I already told you I discussed the applications the last class okay anyway so that means here you have AC voltage but you need DC here you have already DC voltage again you need DC, and both the cases the DC will be variable. So that means here you can use this chopper, but here you can use the control rectifier. Though it is not used, but you can use control rectifier. Clear? বুঝতে পারছো কি বলছি আমি? Any question?
Yes.
Have you understood this part? মানে EMU ট্রেনে আমরা কন্ট্রোল রেকটিফায়ার ইউজ করতে পারি, মানে এই না যে কন্ট্রোল রেকটিফায়ার ইউজ হয়, যেটা হয় সেটা very old techniques. Okay, but that is simple armature resistance control. Till today in EMU trains we use the armature resistance control only. But obviously this 75 kV AC is stepped down first by a transformer, then it is converted to DC, and then it is fed to the DC motor. Clear? Any query? If you have, you can ask. So this is all about the speed control of DC motor. We have lots of numerical problems, but I will not discuss this today. We have one more thing to be discussed, which I will discuss in the next class. That is the testing of DC machine. Tests as per standards for DC machines that I will discuss in the next class. And related numerical problems also we discuss in the next class. I think we can, okay, another thing is left, that is the application of DC machines. If we can complete the class in the next class, then it's okay. Otherwise we can take, if we want to discuss some numerical problems, then we may take 2 classes, 2 periods. So thank you very much. If you don't have any more questions, so I should
Sir,
stop the share. Okay,
স্যার একটা কোশ্চেন আছে।
bolo.
হ্যাঁ স্যার, ইলেকট্রিক ট্র্যাকশন মোটরটা কি?
Traction means a train, railways.